The first time the Dawn saw Michael Bones, they mistook him for the sea, not because he rose from it, but because the water around him behaved as if it recognized him. He stood on the shattered prow of a half-sunk brigantine off the Flagler Coast, boots planted wide on planks burned down to ribs. The wreck listed in black water, waves striking its flanks with deliberate rhythm, not the chaotic slap of wind and current, but something slower, measured, as if the ocean itself were breathing. Moonlight silvered his long blonde hair, catching on salt-stiffened strands as the wind dragged them across his brow. His coat, dark and heavy and worn thin at the cuffs, snapped behind him like a banner stolen from a forgotten fleet. Beneath it, leather straps crossed his chest, securing rolled charts and the hilts of knives that had seen more ports than most men ever would. Behind him, the storm gathered, clouds stacked along the horizon, bruised and swollen, lightning pulsing within them like the slow beat of some colossal heart. The sea between storm and wreck flattened unnaturally, swell smoothing as if pressed down by an unseen hand. From the deck of the Dawn flagship Radiant Oath, the figure looked unreal, a man-shaped silhouette standing where no man should stand, unmoving as the tide slid beneath him. He might be a ghost, someone murmured along the rail. Lieutenant Alara Wynne lowered her spyglass, her fingers tight around the polished brass. "Captain," she said quietly. "It's him." Captain Sarah Vale did not take the glass. She did not need to. She had memorized those eyes from reports and rumor, from sketches smuggled out of ports and half-burned notices nailed to tavern walls. Blue like the deep water beyond Turtle Bay, where fishermen cross themselves and turn back without ever agreeing why. "Michael Bones," Sarah said, his name flat and heavy. Around her, the Dawn fleet held perfect formation. 6 warships cut the water in a measured half-circle, hulls aligned with mathematical precision. Nexu lamps along their rails glowed a steady white, mana carefully balanced and disciplined. Sailors stood at stations in polished cuirasses, dawn sigils bright against their cloaks, every movement drilled and purposeful. Between them and the wreck, the sea should have churned. It did not. It lay still, dark, and watchful. "He's alone," Alara said, tension threading her voice. His other ships scattered when the squall hit. His network failed tonight. Sarah's jaw tightened. Michael Bones, the pirate without a crown, the strategist who seemed to know Dawn patrol routes before they were written, the man whose name dockworkers whisper with dread and a strange grudging gratitude. A man like that was never truly alone. "He's buying time," Sarah said. "Ask yourself why he'd let us see him." As if answering her, a wave rose and smashed against the brigantine's side, sending white spray high into the air. It drenched the man from boots to shoulders, water cascading off his coat and hair. Michael Bones did not flinch. He turned his head, slowly, deliberately. He looked directly at the Radiant Oath,